after this series, because we've already started into the ZvZ. Thank you so much, Bontian, for the 20 subs. Thank you so much, X-Force, for 10 as well. I'll get around to shouting those out after this series. So top right-hand side, our red Zerg. This is going to be Reynor. And on the bottom left-hand side, our blue Zerg is Lambo. So, getting this ready to roll, seeing what's going to happen. As we get this rolling. ZvZ action, our last match from Europe today. This has flown on by. We're only 2.5 hours into the stream. A little bit longer, I guess, but wow. Thank you so much for joining us, and thanks. Oh my god. What is going on? Whoosh with the sub bomb as well. Ay, ay, ay. Just like that. Thank you so much, guys. Again, I'll get to the proper shout-outs after the game or between games. Maybe after the series. Thank you so much for the love, though. You guys have been awesome today. Good to be back. The hype is real. The hype is real. Oh my gosh. It's crazy. As you see, a couple spawning pools coming down. The early game of this ZvZ is not all too ridiculous. A couple of queens coming up on each side of the map. Lings on the way up from Reynor as well. So slight differences. Reynor is going to make 6 Zerglings, while we are not going to see any Zerglings at all out of Lambo. So no Zerglings are all coming in from Lambo here, as we do have a spawning pool with Ling speed coming up on both sides of the map. Now Lambo goes into 4 Lings, so just a little bit later on. Obviously this is the chance where Reynor catches up a little bit on drones. It's a very minor difference. It's kind of what's going on right here, as we do see those Lings of Reynor running across over to the left side. Seeing what they can do. 3 bases on each side of the map at the moment. Ling speed coming in. And, yeah, overall, looking pretty good. Some zombie grub of the 31 months as well. Thank you so much. Hope the stream and games are going well. As you do see, Reynor just trying to get some damage onto this third hatchery, but unlikely to really. Ling is here to defend from Lambo, and Reynor recognizing that maybe a moment or two too late. Lost a couple Lings. Is going to start backing away as 18 more Lings on the way from Reynor, while Lambo is making drones. This is the moment where maybe Reynor does actually just catch Lambo a bit off guard, but then there's 10 Zerglings on the way from Lambo, so maybe not. Maybe not at all. Alright, well, Baneling Nest on the way down from Lambo, so you will get Banes up here. We'll see if Reynor might just skip straight towards Roaches, I feel. Doesn't really have that much gas until just now. A Roach run and then straight towards Roaches would kind of make sense with the Lings to kind of distract away from the need for anything else. As I mean, the Lings just aren't out here yet from Lambo. Could have maybe gone for some drones, but instead just goes for the wraparound on the third base. Reynor looking for a kill here. Will turn it around, get some damage done onto the Zerglings. Zerglings and Lambo coming back from the middle of the map as well. And I think Lambo, it's kind of really close. I think Lambo has enough to clean it up, though. An extra couple Lings streaming in. All said and done, Reynor is continuing to drone up. He's on 28 drones to 28, so making that catch-up happen already. He does go into a Baneling Nest in the end, so obviously wants to continue with the Ling Bane phase of the game. Maybe upon seeing a Bane Nest of his opponent, he says, okay, well, actually going towards Roaches probably isn't in my best interest here. Maybe this timing was his plan all along, as the Zerglings around the top side just trying to come forwards. I mean, a couple of Banes starting to morph in. These Zerglings are going to get blown up by the Bane, which does finish morphing in time. The Bane down here gets cancelled, though. Now Reynor can morph his own Banelings. Where are those Banelings morphing? They are on the other side of the map. Oh, I like it. Oh, this is dangerous for Lambo, who actually... I wonder if he tries to skip a couple of Banelings here, because he just feels like he can hold on without them, and he's going to build Roaches. Oh, gosh. Because he probably... I mean, does he expect the Banes of his opponent? He might not. 4 Banes waddling into the natural expansion right now. They won't be on the Zerglings, but they will be in the mineral line. And that's already going to be a bunch of drones killed. 15 workers go down for Lambo. Reynor suddenly turns this game upside down, as Lambo's worker count will be down in the gutter, down by 7. And Reynor will take that opportunity to drone up even further. Good pull away of those Zerglings. He kills the third hatchery as well. And Reynor's Banelings are going to absolutely put him in the lead in game number 1 of the ZvZ. Going to be seeing the Zerglings. Going to be able to pick off this Roach. Bailing that connects and picks off some Zerglings as well. More Zerglings of Lambo coming through the bottom side. Lings from Reynor setting up as well. Drone down in towards that third base. And Lambo will get a bit of a counter-attack off here. Reynor will take a moment to respond. Loses a couple of drones in the process. And the Queen, but still overall looking real good, right? As Lambo is just making Roaches, is just making Zerglings. You'll see these Lings continue to come forwards. Banelin's coming through as well for Lambo. Bane's getting real close to connecting right here. Ling's able to get up to the high ground. A couple more Banes coming along. About to show up, and a good couple of connections. More and more Roaches pouring out. I mean, if this final Baneling goes down, Reynor can absolutely just surround these Roaches and win this fight. More Banelings are going to show up, though. That's going to save Lambo for a moment or two. Reynor's about to get his own Roaches up, though. And again, as soon as those Banes go down, Reynor's going to have no problems at all fighting this. The Banelings are his real issue at the moment, and, well, he is going to start targeting a couple of them down. Only one left over, then 3 more morphing in. So they're going to start to come through. As we're going to see those Banes have made it forwards. A couple connections on Lings, but that's it. They're all finally gone. And Reynor can finally just jump on this Roach army. And he's going to be able to surround it with Zerglings. Roaches to back himself up. More units on the way out as well. GG from Lambo, who's down on workers. And that's going to be Reynor picking up game number 1 of this best of the channel. As we start up to the top left-hand side, our blue Zerg player. Up 1-0. In this best of 3, we've got Reynor. Up against the red Zerg in the bottom right-hand side of the map. Give it up if you're cheering on Lambo. Alright, so getting this started up, looking to see what's going to happen. Okay, number 2. Hatchery first on each side. Reynor just really getting the advantage there in the Ling Bane phase of the game, and obviously being able to roll with that. Always nice when you see the players coming with such confidence, and Reynor's really killing it today. He said, let's hope for a good day. He's currently the only player still undefeated in the group. A series win here would leave him on top of the group after day number 1, with obviously tomorrow still to be played as well. Now, this ZvZ is so far pretty fast, by the way, guys, so do keep in mind that if we are too fast, there'll be maybe a bit of downtime on our stream before we start the Americas matches. And if you are going to stick around for the Americas matches, we're going to be casting Probe versus Time. We're going to be casting Estrella versus Neeb, and also Massa versus Puck here in our first matches of today. As we get this starting up, getting this ready, a couple of overlords flying past each other. A few moments to start this game. As the overlords pass each other by, obviously we've seen a little bit of Ling Bane from each of them. Port Alexander is a map where you can easily go lift the wall off here if you want to go for a Roach Evo Chamber wall and straight into Roaches. So again, a couple of Queens setting up on the top left-hand side. A couple of Overlords positioning. And it is already no Ling speed here from Reynor, so that's already something to keep in mind. It's a lot of gas he's going to have as he goes straight into a lair. Typically, this means he's going to try and Nidus Lambo to close out this series real quick. Thank you so much, Max Xavier, for the 20 bits. What's a bad see in the chat as well, saying finally caught you live. Yeah, not been live much lately with casting WSG, IEM, B stream and stuff, but live every day from now until next week, and apart from maybe Tuesday, maybe not. We'll see. And as I do see the couple of Queens just sitting in between the Evo Chamber and the Roach Roaring. +1 melee starts on up. You see the Roach Roaring dropping in from Lambo already, so that's nice. He has cancelled Ling Speed to go straight to Roaches. Interesting. So it's a fast lair with a melee upgrade. Is that melee upgrade just something to try and throw Lambo off? Because it kind of feels like the idea if Reynor's going to cancel this and actually just build more roaches and maybe a Nidus, but no, he builds Ling Speed. So actually the roach drone is what's going to try and throw Lambo off. Some real mind games going on at the start here. Thanks so much, Vaughn, for the $10 donation. I'll read it out after the game because obviously things do get interesting now with this delayed Ling Speed melee opening. Obviously by delaying Ling Speed and still going melee, he makes it look like this is a roach build. He makes Lambo think there's not going to be Lings, and that could really make Lambo be a bit too greedy and very vulnerable to a flood of Zerglings at some stage. Also very possible we see the Spire coming in as well. Lings going to be picked away at here. As you see the Spire about halfway done. Slayer's about to finish up in the main base. Plus one missile's just over halfway done as well. And again, Ling Speed, melee upgrade. Going to be through here in a moment or so. Roach speed dropping down. Again, trying to sell this idea of, hey, look at me, I'm building roaches. There's anything but roaches on the way right now. As Ling Speed and melee upgrades finish, there's going to be a lot of Zerglings to run across the map. Is Lambo in some trouble? Well, he is building a good few roaches. So it looks as though he probably will be okay. Finishing up a wall off here as well. The Lings start going across. Now Reynor will take a third hatchery. Something that obviously Lambo had a lot sooner. And we do just see the Mutalisks on the way up as a follow-up here. Now the Overseer scouting. What has Lambo been able to confirm, I guess? Well, he hasn't actually been able to see the Spire, so it didn't confirm much. The Link showing up might be a bit of a shock, but the Roach is in time to be able to deflect. And Lambo up a good amount of workers already, I'd say. Like 5, 6, 7 workers at points. Already pretty good. He's got that third base as well, and so far no troubles, and going straight into Spore Crawlers. More spores on the way up, and again, more queens coming through as well. Lings coming down to the bottom side. The Muter's obviously patrolling to try and pick off a few overlords. Typically, Lambo will be ahead on army because he's building roaches rather than Ling Muter. You know, a little bit more kind of supply inefficient or supply dense. And so because of that, you know, you can kind of say the supplies are actually pretty close considering Reynor's making Ling Muter. But I just kind of feel like with the worker lead that Lambo's had, he's definitely got the edges here so far. As we are going to be seeing Lings coming out through the center of the map. Muter's already diving by in towards the main base. Couple of Spore Crawlers getting some shots off already as well. Extractor taking some damage here. Drones. One drone already picked off. So many Lings coming across the map. But the Muter's already doing a pretty good job harassing here in the main. I mean, this is going to be an Extractor going down. Lambo was originally building a Hydrodenners. Oh my god, the Lings are going to sneak in. This could be interesting if the Queens go down, etc. Take away some of that mobile defense. A couple of Queens going down. A couple of Thrones as well. The Muters are going to take their leave out the front. Yeah, Lambo was building a Hydroden. He does have it, but he's not really building Hydras yet. He's going into Hydra speed. He just cancelled. No, he's got his Infestation Pit finished up as well. So that's why I was confused. He was building an Infestation Pit. I was like, well, he's not even using the Hydroden yet. Okay. Well, that's 5 drones going down. He's just going to come in and jump on top of this Extractor. A couple of drones already dropping. Another Extractor picked off here so far. So 3 workers killed. Reynor doing a really good job of this with these Mutalisks. But now's where it gets dangerous. Infestors, Hydras. This is the part where all of a sudden one fungal growth can absolutely end this game for Reynor. Because if one fungal growth goes off and Hydras get underneath these Mutalisks, that's it. Lights out. These Muters aren't going to be lasting anymore. That would be a real problem as Muters now from Reynor heading into the main base. First Spore Crawler taking a little bit of damage here. Second Spore sat behind it as well. Hydraless Den from Reynor. Setting up on the third base now. More drones on the way out, plus 2 melee and the Baneling Nest coming through. 10 more Hydralisks on the way as well. More Zerglings setting up to the top. Muters out over to the left side as well. The Infestors, the Hydras, the Roaches, all gathering up together. And the Lurker-Den dropping down from Reynor as well. So Lurker-Den going to be finished up here in a moment. And the Muters able to pick off a drone. There's the Infestors again from Lambo, just lining up so far. Roaches and Hydras pressing up the top side. Overlord will fall. I mean, this is the scary part of Lambo's army. The pushing potential where he just has a huge army before Lurkers are done from the Reynor. Reynor really just wants to hold on until Lurkers. Link counterattack. That's the sort of thing that's going to pull Lambo back maybe and buy Reynor the time he needs. Lambo's not pulling back with the main army. That's the problem. Just reinforcements. Obviously, the spine puller, drone hold position, etc. It's been really good here. Man, even when that Lurker Den finishes, it's going to take a while for the Hydras to morph into Lurkers. It's going to be tough, although the Mutas coming in. They get a Hydra or two already. Those infested fungals are going to be huge. Not just on the Mutas, but also on the Banelings. Here we go. Banes are going to get in there. Oh, the fungal growth comes down. But actually, the Banes are kind of next to the army anyways. Fungal growth lands on the Mutas, but there's no follow-up here. And the Mutas are going to overrun. Reynor's going to hold this off, and that's huge for him because now he will get a chance to get up into Lurkers. Mutas will clean up everything else. And in fact, Lambo doesn't even try to continue. He types out GG. And that's going to be Reynor taking the series 2-0. Wow.